I'm Jay Mills, head football coach at Charleston Southern University. Well, it began as a child. My father was a high school football coach, and so as most young men do, there's a tendency to want to follow in your father's footsteps. So he was my first influence, following him around to high school practices. I began taping ankles when I was in junior high for his high school team, charting plays as well too during that time, and there was just a love for the game from day one, and it's grown not only for me, but I have a brother that has followed in my dad's footsteps who's a secondary coach at the University of Washington. Well, Charles, actually, with Gerald winning the kickoff return title last year, national recognition, Charles is actually right now slated to be our starting punt returner as well too. So from one realm of returning to the other as well too, I see similarities. They both are very athletic, excellent speed, very confident players as well too, and both have kind of brought themselves up from their own bootstraps to receive national attention. Top attributes for Charles would be not only athletic and physical attributes, but I think it's the intangibles. And I think that's really what separates young men. As you get higher and go to a greater level in playing in this game, you know, there's a lot of fast guys, there's a lot of strong guys and so forth. It's the mental part of the game that makes a difference. And because Charles has had to earn everything. Charles came as a non-scholarship football player. He earned the athletic scholarship. He went from being unknown to earning the starting position to earning recognition within the conference and now nationally. I think that has developed his mental toughness. I think that's developed a confidence in him and a self-reliance, and particularly at the positions that you play at corner. When you're out in the island and always being matched up against the top receivers, when you're on a tightrope, so to speak, and also knowing that you're going to give up a touchdown pass at some point in time, but to be able to rebound from that, much like a quarterback has to rebound from an interception, and also the fact that he has to be out there on an island catching the punt, it takes a secure, confident individual. So Charles is talented physically. He's got the speed, quickness, agility, but I think Charles's strength is mental toughness and also that self-confidence that he has. That's where he stands out above the competition. Well, I think probably the game that really stands out in my mind is the Liberty game with Chris Summers. Chris is an outstanding wide receiver, is also receiving national attention, and we matched up Charles against Chris all day, and Charles was really able to limit his productivity. In fact, Charles got 3 interceptions that day, and Chris did not get a touchdown pass until Charles was out of the game. So that would be a game that really stands out in my mind. But that's the other thing with regard to Charles and his performance, is there's a consistency. He consistently works hard. Doesn't matter if a coach is there or a coach is not there. He's consistently trying to develop his game, and that has led to a consistent performance each and every Saturday. Well, I think the thing that's been impressive about our league and the Big South Conference is that the level of play has just improved each and every year, epitomized by us winning 2 FBS victories last year, Gardner-Webb and Liberty University. So the respect for the Big South Conference, I think, is unparalleled at this point in time. There's no such thing as maintaining. You're either getting better or getting worse. I think you can look at the Big South Conference. In fact, I know you can look at the Big South Conference and you can see continual growth each and every year. I expect each and every program to be better each year, which makes it the challenge, not just to keep up, but to try to excel in what you do. Well, first of all, there's no truth to the rumor we're joining the SEC East or the ACC Conference, as our schedule may look that we're appearing to do that. I think there's multiple reasons for scheduling as we do. Number one, in no particular order, it gives you an opportunity to really get leathered before you get to the conference play. Basketball teams have done this for years. They schedule rough games before they get to the conference games, and they're well prepared for that season. Other reasons. One is we are raising money for athletic facility improvement at Charleston Southern University, and it's being done on the backs and shoulders of the football program. And we're happy to take on that charge because we know that we are a small micronism of the entire thing that is Charleston Southern University. The other thing is we share the parallel vision of Charleston Southern, which is to be nationally recognized for integrating faith for learning, leading, and serving. To be that way, we have an opportunity by playing these FBS opponents to get on the national stage, in particular share our faith in Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It also gives an opportunity for young men that have always dreamed and aspired to be at FBS institutions to play in those environments. A lot of our young men, for instance, come from Florida, so playing for UCF or playing for Florida State may have been a dream, and the next best thing to playing on a team like Florida State is playing against them. Our guys really don't care whether there's 85,000 cheering for them or cheering against them. They just get excited that there's 85,000 people in the stands. This is Jay Mills, head football coach at Charleston Southern University, and I thank you for tuning in and watching College Football Performance Awards.